Hey everyone, it's King Singh. We've all been sucked into the black hole of social media at some point, like, you just open Instagram to check one notification, and suddenly it's 3 hours later, and you're watching a squirrel eat a pancake out of someone's hand. But seriously, social media addiction is a real thing, and it can mess with your mental health, productivity, and relationships. How many times have you scrolled for hours instead of talking to the people you're with? It's scary. In this video, I'm going to give you some helpful tips on how to beat social media addiction and take back control of your life. We're talking practical stuff you can use both for yourself and your kids. Let's do this. We all know how easy it is to waste hours scrolling through Instagram or TikTok. Studies show that excessive social media use is linked to stress, anxiety, and even depression. And it's not just adults who are glued to their phones. Kids are spending hours online too, missing out on real-life interactions and physical activities. Remember when we were kids and actually played outside? Those were the days. Social media is designed to be addictive. They have a whole team of scientists working on ways to keep us hooked. The first step is acknowledging that there might be a problem. If social media is interfering with your work, school, or relationships, it's time to reevaluate. It's about finding a healthy balance. Stay tuned for tips to help you break free from the scroll. The first step to fixing any problem is admitting there is one, right? Social media addiction is no different. If you're constantly checking your phone, feeling anxious when you can't connect, or if social media is taking over your life, it's time to face the facts. You might be addicted. But guess what? It's totally okay. We've all been there. Once you admit there's a problem, you can start doing something about it. It's like that first step into the unknown. It might be scary at first, but it's also super empowering. You're taking control back. So take a deep breath, acknowledge that you might be spending too much time online, and get ready to break free from social media addiction. It's time to reclaim your life one scroll-free hour at a time, Okay, so you've admitted you might have a problem. Now what? It's time to set some goals. But not just any goals. But hold on, before you roll your eyes and click away, hear me out. I'm not talking about some crazy unattainable goals like, I'm never using social media again. Let's be real, that's just setting yourself up for failure. Instead, we're gonna keep it real and set some realistic, achievable goals. Goals that you can actually stick to. Think of it like this. Instead of going cold turkey, you're gradually cutting back. Start small. Maybe limit your social media use to 30 minutes a day. Or an hour in the evening after work or school. You can even set specific times when you allow yourself to be on social media. Use the Do Not Disturb feature on your phone or turn off notifications. You won't be constantly bombarded with those tempting little red bubbles, and you can actually focus on the real world. Imagine the peace and quiet. It's all about finding a balance. Balance between your online life and your real life. Set those realistic goals, take baby steps, and watch as you slowly but surely regain control of your time and your life. Celebrate those small victories because they add up. Let's talk about screen time apps. They might sound kind of lame, but trust me on this one. They're actually game changers. There are tons of apps out there, both for you and your kids, that can help you limit your social media use and take back control of your life. For you guys, there are apps like Freedom and Off Time that let you block distracting apps and websites for specific periods. It's like a digital detox, but you don't have to go live in a yurt in the woods. Imagine being able to focus on your hobbies, spend quality time with loved ones, or even just enjoy a book without the constant ping of notifications. For the kids, there are apps like Google Family Link and Apple Screen Time that allow you to set daily limits for specific apps and websites, track their activity, and even set bedtime and downtime schedules. This means you can ensure they get their homework done, have enough sleep, and still have time for outdoor play. The best part about these apps is that they take the guesswork out of managing your screen time. They provide detailed reports and insights so you can see exactly where your time is going and make informed decisions. You don't have to constantly be checking the clock or feeling guilty about how much time you're spending online. Instead, you can set it and forget it, knowing the app has your back. The app does all the work for you. It's like having a personal assistant dedicated to helping you maintain a healthy digital lifestyle. So, if you're serious about breaking free from social media addiction, do yourself a favor and download a screen time app today. It's a small step that can lead to big changes in your daily routine and overall well-being. You can thank me later. Trust me, once you see the benefits, you'll wonder how you ever managed without it. This next tip is clutch, you guys. It's all about reclaiming your space and your time. Ready for it? Create social media free zones in your house. Yes, you heard that right. I'm talking about designated areas where phones are off limits, no exceptions. These zones can be a game changer for your mental well-being. Think of it like a digital detox zone, a sanctuary where you can actually connect with the people you're with and enjoy the present moment without being glued to your phone. Imagine the quality time you can have. The dinner table is a great place to start. It's a classic spot for meaningful conversations. Make it a rule that everyone puts their phones away during meals. Trust me, the world won't end if you don't check your notifications for an hour. This is a time to catch up with your family, share stories, and actually have a conversation without being interrupted by notifications. You'll be amazed at how much more connected you feel. And while you're at it, why not make the bedroom social media free zones too? Your sleep quality will thank you. Imagine actually getting a good night's sleep without the blue light from your phone keeping you up all night. It's a game changer. Plus, you'll wake up feeling more refreshed and ready to tackle the day. You can even get creative with it. Think about all the fun activities you can do instead. Designate a boredom jar filled with fun activities to do instead of scrolling through social media. It could be anything from board games to outdoor adventures. The point is, creating social media free zones is all about being more mindful of your technology use and creating space for real-life connections. It's about prioritizing the people and moments that truly matter. So, put down your phone, step away from the screen, and reconnect with the world around you. You'll be surprised at how much more fulfilling life can be when you're fully present. This next tip is crucial. If you want to break free from social media addiction, you've got to find something else to fill your time. And I'm not talking about just watching Netflix or mindlessly scrolling through another app. I'm talking about finding an actual hobby. Remember those things you used to love doing before social media took over your life? Yeah, those. Dust them off and bring them back. It could be anything. Reading, writing, painting, playing an instrument, learning a new language, starting a garden, volunteering. The possibilities are endless. The point is to find something that you're passionate about, something that brings you joy and makes you forget about your phone for a while. So, ditch the endless scrolling and pick up a paintbrush, a book, a guitar, whatever floats your boat. You'll be surprised at how much more fulfilling life can be when you're not constantly glued to your phone. This next tip is especially important for all you parents out there. You know how kids are, always watching and mimicking everything you do? Well, the same goes for social media use. If you're constantly on your phone, scrolling through Instagram while you're supposed to be playing with your kids or checking emails at the dinner table, guess what? They're gonna think that's normal behavior. But here's the good news. You have the power to change that. You can be the change you want to see in your family. If you want your kids to have a healthy relationship with technology, you need to model that behavior yourself. So, put down your phone, engage with your kids, and show them that there's more to life than likes and followers. Play board games, go for walks, have actual conversations. Remember, you are your kids' biggest role model. So, set a good example and show them that it's possible to live a happy and fulfilling life without being glued to your phone 24/7. Sometimes we all need a little extra motivation to break bad habits, right? And that's where screen time rules and rewards come in. Now, I'm not talking about grounding your kids for looking at their phones the wrong way. I'm talking about setting clear boundaries and expectations around technology use, and then rewarding them for sticking to those boundaries. For example, you could say something like, okay, after you finish your homework and chores, you can have 1 hour of screen time. Or, if you go the whole day without checking your phone during family time, you can pick out a special treat. The key is to make the rewards something that your kids are actually excited about. Maybe it's extra playtime, a special outing, or even just staying up a little later on the weekends. And don't forget to reward yourself too. Breaking any addiction is tough, so celebrate your successes along the way. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about making small, sustainable changes that will improve your life in the long run. So there you have it. Those are my top tips for beating social media addiction and taking back control of your life. Remember, it's all about finding a balance. You don't have to completely delete all your social media accounts, but you also don't want them to control your life. Start by setting some realistic goals, like limiting your screen time or creating social media free zones. Find a hobby, spend time with loved ones, and reconnect with the real world. Trust me, It's out there waiting for you. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos on living a balanced and fulfilling life. Let's start a movement, people.